YouTube world, what's up? I'm so proud to say this is my very first internet interview for my YouTube playlist, the DOA playlist, with nobody other than my big brother. Chuckii Booker is in the house. Chucky, what's up, dude?
What's up, D? What's going on, man?
Hey man, I'm gonna say thank you, dude, for being here, being my first one, man. I'm so honored. And Chucky, I'm not gonna keep you long. We gonna hit this and we gonna quit this. But thank you for being here, man. Thank you, dog.
You're welcome, man. I'm honored to be here, bro.
Listen, let's get into it. My first question to you is this. The unique spelling of your name, Chuckii Booker, Chuckii. You have to tell the world why double I, because that's so different. How did that come about, my brother? Where's that coming from?
That came about when I first moved out of my mom's house. I was like 17, 18, 17, I think. Moved out and moved away. And my mother was writing me. And so one day she wrote a letter, and her handwriting was, very legible, very clear. But this time I think she was just rushing, and she wrote Chuckii Booker on the letter, and it was, of course, Chuckie. But she wrote it kind of fast. So when I got it, I'm looking at the letter, and I'm like, it looked like Chuckii, but she made the I like the, so it looked like two eyes. And I looked at it for a minute. I'm like, you know what? I like that. I said, I like that. I said, so my mom made a mistake, but I was like, yo, this is dope. I'm going to keep this. This is going to be my moniker.
Wow. So basically you took something that you thought your mom did to be a mistake and you made it your own and created your own double I, basically. That's how it happened. Man, that's so dope because it's very unique, bro. I never seen that name, your name spelled like that. I'm sure that question comes up all the time, and I'm sure people, ask that question all the time. There's your answer, people, right there. You guys hear it right here on the DOA playlist. My brother basically took something from his mama and flipped it and made it ingenious and it's historic. It's a brand. That's how dope my dude is. Chucky with the double I. That's dope. Man, you a mess, bro. Chucky. I love it though, man. So the next thing I want to get into, let's talk about Frontline, okay? Now, you and I both know that, in YouTube, there's so many records, man. There's songs that you've recorded and people have you go and see people on YouTube trying to play the bass parts, trying to play the drum parts, and it's incredible, man. First of all, how does it make you feel, man, to see when you go on YouTube and see people from different parts of the country, man, from all walks of life, playing your music, playing your bass lines, man, playing your drums, man, different style of drummers, rock drummers, man, funk drummers, playing whether it's Soul Trilogy or Nice and Wild or Touch, bass players playing Touch, but Frontline. Dude, what does that make you feel like, man, to know that what you wrote in the 90s is still living in the 2000s, my brother? That's incredible. How does that make you feel, man?
It just makes me feel, honestly, I'm just really taken aback, man, because I never would have thought, that back then doing those records would resonate today. But I think it's just a testament to, man, I just love music so much, man, and I love creating, and when you do something like that, you want to think that you hope that people can remember it, So I was recording it as in not, I want to make an impact, but I just never had no idea that it would have that kind of impact to where people would want to try to learn it, try to record it, man. But it's overwhelming. It's a blessing, man. It just makes me feel like, okay, I did something right, you know?
It is something spectacular, bruh. It's like the Prince bass lines. It's like the George Clinton bass lines. It's like the Roger Troutman bass lines, bruh. You were that guy that created that. Now let Chucky. How did Frontline? Let's talk about Frontline. What were you thinking about, man? Was that song created with a drum, or did you start with the bass line or lyric? How did you come up with that? Just get into a little bit of that for so people can really know.
Okay. You know what? With Frontline, I came up with the drum, the drum machine first. It was just the boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, and I let that run for a while. I was messing around on the synthesizer, the synth bass. I was gonna make it basically a synth heavy song, but after just a couple of times of playing, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go get my bass. So I got the bass and I just came up with that line. And it just started flowing, man. I just felt like, wow. I didn't want to make it really synth heavy. Then I put the guitars on and I said, you know what? I just want to, make it just a hard track, just with bass and guitar as much as I can. Of course, it's got the synth stabs in there, but for the most part, I just wanted to be all bass and guitar, man. And it just took its own course after I started, putting down each one of those instruments, man. It just kind of went into its own formation.
And then well understood. And then lyrically, because when people really listen to that song, and I think after this interview, they're gonna go back and listen to the lyric of that song. Chucky, you wrote a record that lives today. You wrote that record in the 1900s, and that record lives still in the 2000s, right? That record was a social conscious vibe that was so strong, and it was a message that what Marvin was doing, like with what's going on, and yes. Now here it is, the message to that song that lives in this world today. Did you guys have any clue what you guys were doing, man, in the history that you guys were setting and making?
I had no idea whatsoever until I finished the track. And once I finished the track, and then I decided, you know what? Instead of making this like a party song or it's some kind of funk song and with just party lyrics and happy lyrics, I said, when a hard groove like this needs hard lyrics. So at that moment was when I decided that I wanted to make it a socially conscious record. So once I came up with the "'Cause you put us on the front line," that's when it hit me like, okay, what this song represents is the fact that it's the people are being put against each other by the system. That's basically what Frontline is all about. It's about, trying to fight the system, trying to do better, trying to make things better for our own people, but we can't because the system was created against us, so we can't move ahead, So that's where that kind of came about, and there it is, From that point on, it was just, I just started steamrolling, and then our good friend that we both know together, Mr. Boy Russ, came up with a lot of the lyrics too in that, and he came up with some gems, man. I had to steal it from him and say, yo, man, we got to use this in the song. And so we both just, kind of came up with that socially conscious vibe, man, and it worked out.
Man, big shout out to our brother Boy Russ, man, because you guys nailed this record, man, and the message behind it. So what I'm hoping that people go and listen to the song now, not just because of the groove, but the message, man. So brother, kudos, man, much respect to a great record. And Chucky, and nobody can play Frontline like you play it, dog. Period, hands down, point blank. And thank you, man, for sharing with me of what that song is all about. But let's get to the next thing, man. Here's what I want to know. How can people find Chuckii Booker? Please explain that, bro.
I will, you guys can reach me at, you can definitely reach me at chuckiebooker.net. Chuckii Booker, one word, chuckiebooker.net. That Also, you will get to see like where we'll be playing at, and you'll be able to get direct access to tickets, VIP, the whole 9 yards. So make sure you go to chuckiebooker.net. And then after that, you can reach me on Instagram at Chuckii Booker, all one word, and also at Chuckii Graham, and that's both CHUCKII. So you can reach me there, and also Chuckii Booker at Facebook. So that's where you can check me out, man. But make sure to check all platforms if you can. Just check it out.
Man, Chucky, listen, brother. I know every inch of your life. I know you. And, man, thanks for coming on here, sharing not even an inch, man, with my platform, man. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. We got a lot of work to do, my dude. And, man, thank you for everything you've ever done for me and so many seeds that you've sown in the musicians world of the community, man. We love you, man. We love you. We love you. We love you. Y'all give it up for my big brother, Mr. Chuckii Booker. Yo, we out of here.
We out.